These are the top 13 Tesla accessories for the Model 3 and Y that I have been using and testing for years now. Some of these are for your interior, some are for your exterior, and some will even make your Tesla run more efficiently. I have sold $1.3 million combined worth of all of these accessories. I just added it all up. The reviews are really high, and I've actually met people in IRL, in real life. I know you guys are not familiar with that because you just watch things on a screen, and that's fine. But I'm out here in the real world. I take hits, okay? So I come face to face with customers that have purchased my products, and they say, hey, these were really good, or hey, I bought this first because it was cheaper, and then I ended up buying what you recommended. Because if you don't buy nice, you end up buying twice. And that's what we tried to avoid here at the Gjeebs organization. The first thing we're going to highlight is our most expensive item, and it's from Fusion Motorsports. It's this matte carbon fiber dash. Now, this also comes in a Spectre color, so the silver. It also comes in a gloss. I personally, my favorite is the matte carbon fiber because it's subtle and it looks like it came with the car originally. It's an OEM Plus type of upgrade. That's what I like to put on my cars. I don't want some red carbon fiber or pink. I don't need to look like a stripper. I need to look like a young professional, and that's what I am. So what they've done that's awesome about this is this piece right here that the carbon fiber fits into is a Tesla OEM piece. They then make a custom carbon fiber, we'll call it an implant. They make a custom carbon fiber implant and put that in here. So it's actually lighter than the factory one. So it could gives you about this much more range. It's lighter and it's just excellent quality. So yes, it's expensive, but it's not like one of those clips that comes over top and there's adhesive and then it starts to peel up. So my perspective is either get one like this that's a full-on replacement or potentially have it wrapped. But I like this carbon fiber dash, and my discount code will be in the description. I will have the discount code for all these items in the description sequentially for how I list them in the video. So that's all in the description. I hope you know where that's at. But this is excellent. I really like this dashboard and I've been using it for years. Now, in order to keep the theme of matte carbon fiber going, you're gonna wanna get this spoiler right here from T-Parts. The spoiler that comes from Tesla is about double the cost of this. The Tesla spoiler is $500 to $800 depending on which model you go with. This one after my discount code is like $260 plus free shipping, and it actually fits better than the Tesla OEM spoiler on the corners. Now, the other thing that's very important with accessories companies, because there's so many of them out there, is customer service. So I actually have a personal story I'd like to tell. So I got two of these sent to me. One was put on my car, the other was put on Andrew's car. The one that was put on Andrew's car, the finish started to peel. So I contacted them. They said, hey, no problem. What's the serial number? I sent them the serial number. They said, yep, that was part of a bad batch that we are aware of. We're sending you a new one immediately. One of my viewers got one from the same batch and they were able to send them out a replacement right away. With all of these companies that I promote, because I've been working with them for years, I have a good understanding of their customer service and how they support the viewers on my channel who need help. And they're all excellent. So that's very important to me. Also, if you guys ever have an issue with any of the companies that I work with, just send me an email. I will handle it directly with them. I stand behind all the stuff that I promote. This spoiler is excellent. It has a great carbon fiber weave. And again, the matte finish kind of flows with the interior. It matches the OEM, how Tesla makes it from the factory on the performance models. I think this is a really nice feature for the rear of your car. It kind of enhances the lines on it without ruining efficiency. I see a lot of people put carbon fiber spoilers where they're sitting up here. It's like, dude, you're in tech sales and you got this, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Let's relax on the spoilers. The OEM one, in my opinion, is the best look. Now, the next thing we need to talk about, this is very important, is the floor mats. So here is the stock Tesla floor mat. This carpet over time just becomes really beat up and doesn't stay in place because the back of it doesn't have anything to grip it with. Now, the floor mats that I've been promoting for 3.5 years, I've not changed. I have sponsors that reach out to me. They want to pay $5,000 just to show their floor mats in a single video. I've just stuck with these because I truly believe they are the best. I've had a really good experience with them. So this is their premium floor liner. It's carpeted and it's bold. Now, what makes these great is the fact that it has Max Spider technology, which is a patent that 3D Mats has. So this stuff here sticks like Velcro, but doesn't fray your carpet. So it sticks in place really well. And because it's bold all the way around, if you have snow that melts off your feet or rain or mud or whatever, it stays within the floor mat and doesn't go spread to the carpet of your vehicle. So this is their highest end floor mat. This is very expensive. Code Gjeebs3D40 gives you a deeper discount on these ones. And then code Gjeebs3D10 on the ELATEC model that you can see I got dirty and did not clean for the video. So this is the ELATEC model. ELATEC, the difference is it has this design on the bottom of the floor mat. The Kagoo floor liner is what you can see on the screen here. It's just a more basic looking design. I actually prefer the Kagoo look because it's very simplistic and it looks like it comes with the vehicle. These floor mats are incredible. This is what I highly recommend. Again, you can get floor mats for $50 on Amazon and they end up looking like garbage in 6 months. That's the problem. And these cost, this set, so for the two front and the rear cost $225. That matches the cost of what Tesla charges, but with my discount code, you actually get them for less and you get free shipping. So I highly recommend these. They have good customer support. They even have like, and this is what I'm talking about in terms of quality. If we come into this corner here, you can actually see there's a slight bend that they have there, and that's so it can adhere and bend to the corners of the Model Y. So they just do, when they do the 3D scanning on the cars, they do a nice job of giving it flex spots so it can fit and adhere the way you want it to, and they wash off really well. If we come to the rear of the car here, I've had this in the vehicle for probably over 3 years now, and before I was doing YouTube full-time, I was a medical device sales rep, so I was sliding titanium trays in and out of the car. And at one point, it actually caught an edge here and cut the mat. Didn't go all the way through. So that's the only thing that has happened after all these years is just a minor cut there. So they're really durable and then they clean up really nicely. Now with floor mats, you want them to last a long time. This was used for about 20,000 miles in the front of my car before I put the carpeted mats in. They clean up really easily. So when you spray them, and look, I know there's just dust on them. They're not actually that dirty. But there's no sign of any wear that these were used for 20,000 miles. Whereas if this was the stock carpeted mat, you'd have that wear mark right here from your heel going on and off of the accelerator. So there's zero sign that they wear over time. They last a long time, waterproof, all that stuff. It just makes less worry about going into your Tesla. One thing I've realized owning this for almost 4 years now is the interior is really durable. You don't have to worry about like regular leather, like staining and cutting and stuff. And then adding floor mats like this. I mean, I just don't care what happens in the car. I don't care if the kids eat in it. I don't care if I put pumpkins in the back from the pumpkin patch. Mick sometimes gets in the car and runs all over the place. And it just, everything wipes up and cleans up fine. So this is just an addition to that. These are the best floor mats. So this is the Tesla Model 3 and Y charging hub from Vion. It has a maximum output of 54 watts. So that's enough to charge a laptop. It has quad ports here. So you have 2 USB-A ports, 2 USB-C ports, and you can see the output that it's charging at. So when we plug this phone in that has 99% battery, you can see it upgrades. It says a little lightning bolt there that it's charging at 2 watts, but that's because it's at 99%. So if it was at a lower state of charge, you'd be getting higher speeds. Oh, there we go, ramping up to 4, 8, 5. We're ramping up, folks. So anyways, this is a really nice piece here, and you can see that we have the Vion charging cable so put in here. The nice thing about this cable is it has the 90-degree angle. So when you put it in the rear of your car, it's gonna be out of the way of passengers or kids or people moving around, and it's not gonna break the end of the cable off. So this is a really nice cable. It comes in USB-C and Lightning, so you have both options there on their website. And again, they're free shipping over $29, and my code will save you 10%. Now, these are specific to the 20-inch induction wheels and the Uber Turbine 21-inch wheels that come on the Model Y Performance. So these wheel protectors are for the 20-inch induction wheels on the long-range Model Y. They also make these in 21-inch for the Model Y Performance on the 21-inch wheels. Now, a lot of people curb their wheels. This is a great option to have on your car because as you can see here, you can't really tell that this cover is on the car, and that way you actually hit and sacrifice the plastic cover as opposed to destroying your wheel, which is very expensive to get it professionally fixed, and paint matching is hard. So if you're worried about curbing your wheels or worried about your wife, or maybe wives are worried about their husbands curbing their wheels, we don't know. This is a great option. It's very easy to install. All you have to do when you get the piece is put on this foam adhesive. You just put it around the edge and then you put it right around the valve stem. And then the valve stem is used, makes it really easy to attach and pop onto your wheel. So this is a really good product for protecting your wheels, and it's not changing the look of your car, so it's keeping it with the OEM look. Now, the next thing is the Sunshade from Vion. This is needed. This helps your car run more efficiently. But before we get there, I'm going to give away 2 $50 virtual gift cards. All you have to do is make sure you like this video and then leave a comment below just with Vion written in it. So you might say, hey, Ben, liked the video, Vion. So you can say whatever you want. You don't even have to leave a nice comment, okay? But just say whatever you want, and then it just has to have Vion. That way I know you're entered into the giveaway. So like the video, leave a comment with Vion in it. You'll be entered, and then 2 of you will get a virtual $50 gift card to Vion.parts. So the great thing about the Vion Sunshade is it comes in this case, and you can leave it in the sub trunk of your Tesla when you're not using it. So I only use it in the summer because in Phoenix it gets up to 120 degrees. And if the car is sitting outside and I'm not able to precondition it, the air conditioning literally never catches up and the sun is just beating on your head. Now, again, I'm in an extreme environment. If you live in the Northeast or Midwest or wherever, you may not have this issue. But for me, using this on road trips and things like that, I'm just more comfortable and have to use less air conditioning. So that's why this is really good. Plus, we'll show you how it fits. So as we pull it out here, oh yeah, I forgot it comes with these little triangles too. So one side of it is reflective. The Tesla one costs, I think, $105. And there's actually little holes that go through it, so it doesn't quite give you as much protection. This has a reflective layer, and then this side of it perfectly matches the interior of your car. So a lot of people will get in and not even notice it's there. You also see there's a little leather strap here that says front, this side facing up. So this side faces where the sun will actually be hitting. This goes into the interior. And then also, again, with the cost, this is $59 plus 10% off and free shipping. So it's like kind of a no-brainer purchase. And then you can see how the material actually gets pulled taut there. So that's like a big thing. A lot of other sunshades have a sag to them. They've reinforced and upgraded the aluminum piping along here to help it set more rigidly. So the clips themselves, you just need one on each side, and it goes on like this. So you take this flat side here, press that on, and then it just snaps into place, and you can see it's actually really rigid. It's not going to move. And this goes underneath the seam between the roof liner and the glass. All right, so that connection is really easy there. Again, just having 1, 2, and 3 clips. It fits perfectly around these cuts in there. And again, it holds up very taut, which I absolutely love. So now let's get the back in. All right, and there's the rear of the car. So you have 1, 2, 3. Again, it's very rigid. They also include this piece right here, which fits on this seam. So it goes in here, and then it joins these 2 pieces together. I actually don't use that because it's so rigid right here. I actually think it looks perfectly fine. It's the way that it overlaps. You could get them to butt up against one another, but I have it sitting perfectly, and I just like how tight it fits. So I don't actually use this, but they do include it for both sides. So those are the 8 attachments that you would need. But I'm sitting, what is the temperature? It's 78 right now. The sun is just blasting on the roof, and you're sitting in the back here, totally cool. There's none of that heat going on you. So for only $59 in free shipping, like, this is the one to go with. I haven't heard anyone say anything bad about it. So this is a very useful Tesla accessory. Now, earlier I mentioned when you're not using the sunshade, you store it in your rear subcompartment. But a couple other things that I have that you may want to have in your rear subcompartment are an air compressor here. This one I have from Avid Power. I've sold, I think, 1,500 of these on Amazon. This thing's excellent because I use this for more than just pumping up the tires on the car. So a great thing about this is it's wireless. So you have the 20-volt battery pack, but it can also be used in a wired manner, okay? So you plug this right into the 12-volt on the side here, and you can use it if the battery goes out for whatever reason. You can use it wired. Then you have this charger for the battery here. Now, the other great thing is you can use this for floaties or pumping up balls or things like that. So it comes with all of the other connectors, which is great, and you can store them up in this mesh net here along with the directions. And then I also keep a tire pressure gauge. The reason I keep the tire pressure gauge, people say, oh, you can just check the screen. The screen doesn't update until you're actually driving the vehicle. So I just keep this separate as well. But if you don't want to buy another item, this, when you turn it on, you can see you can set the different pressures. So if I hit the plus sign here, See, it says 42 PSI. That's the tire pressure that you want to have for your Model 3 and Y. So you hook this up to your valve stem here, and then, okay, I have it set at 42 PSI. You click go, and it will actually go and fill it up. Now it's showing that my pressure is currently at 44 PSI, so that's why it didn't run. So it's really nice to have this so you can just set it down and let it run. The other thing is this works better when it's running wirelessly. I'm not sure why that is, but this runs more efficiently when you have it running on the battery, and this easily can fill up the tires multiple times. So I've never had an issue to where it's not been charged or something like that. This has been an excellent and useful accessory, even outside of with my Tesla. You can use it on any car, pumping up things at the beach and stuff like that. The other item in my sub trunk, actually rare that I need these, but I have needed them a few times. These are the pucks. Now these go on to the bottom of your Tesla, so that way you can jack the car up safely without worrying about puncturing the battery, and then it shows you exactly where the mounting points are. Most tire shops, or for whatever reason you're going to somewhere, will have these, but some of them don't in rural areas. And as long as you have those, then they should be good and comfortable to service your vehicle. But I've run into that like twice. It's good to have these. I think they're like $20-ish, so I think it's worth having in the rear of your car. Now the next accessory used to come standard with all Teslas, but now they charge you for it, and that is this center console tray. So this isn't totally necessary, but I feel like it's easier to access things when they're right here as opposed to in the dark abyss. Now the one, if you order it from Tesla, which they show right on their order page, is this right here. And it comes with this black felt, which matches the black felt on here. The only issue I've run into is because it is black at night, you have hard time seeing anything in here, whereas this one, which is from T-Parts, which is the same company that makes the carbon fiber spoiler on the back. So if you're ordering the carbon spoiler, that's free shipping, then this will also qualify for free shipping. So that's probably the way to do it. The nice thing about this is because of the clear sides to it, the light in here shines through and illuminates everything setting in here. It also doesn't have the black felt, which ends up sticking to things. There's actually some that is on this rubber mat right now. So the bottom of this is a nice rubber, and this is a very hard and durable plastic. So this is a great option. Now, because my model is a 2020 Tesla, mine doesn't have a tray that will fit up here. The newer center consoles will have this tray and then another tray that goes up here. So this is a really nice option. It fits perfectly. As you can see, it fits just like an OEM piece, but then has the added feature of it being clear with the rubber bottom. So I think that is really nice. And then they also have this, just forgot about this, but there's like a secret storage compartment. Again, that's also from T-Parts. So you could put, I don't know, your driver's license and registration. Go, officer, it's right here. And then he lets you off, or he arrests you, you know, I don't know how fast you were going. We now need to talk about phone mounts. I see almost everyone that has a Tesla has some sort of phone mounts. There's 3 that I really like, and 2 of them I have right here. So the first one is from Vion. You can see you have this MagSafe ring here. So this is an iPhone 14 Pro, and that mounts right on there. And you can do that both horizontal and vertically. And then this just hooks and latches in, so it doesn't affect the airflow of the air conditioning. So that's a really nice option there. Now, slightly more advanced option. This is from Spigen. So this one can mount either on the side, as you see it there, or you can loosen it in the back, and then it can go up top. Now, my only complaint about this specific one is the fact that it is a wireless charger with a wire right here. So I don't really like to do the wireless charging just because it heats the phone up and the heat coming in off the windshield. So they have you can either get it wired just like this one, or they have another option that just doesn't have this wire, but the same features and functionality of this. So I will have both options of this linked in the Amazon links below. So that's another option. Now the final option is from Magback. So this is the phone case that I always use. Regardless of the mount, this works perfectly with those. It has the MagSafe compatible ring right there. So you have that, and that's what I throw my phone in. And again, it works with the magnetization if you're using an app that you want to see data. Like for example, I use the TestLogix app and I want to see that real-time data. I can mount that here or mount it over there. And that app runs horizontally, so I have to have the phone setting like this. So Magback has great phone cases, and they also have mounts, which you can see on the screen here, and their mounts are excellent too. So I can highly recommend that Magback is a quality company. Spigen has solid mount, and then Vion has a very simplistic mount that natively right into the front of your car without... Threw up in my mouth. Had eggs, 3 scrambled eggs and 2 chicken sausage this morning, and the chicken sausage, I think we're all done with the chicken sausage. It just some days sets me off. You know what I mean? So those are the 3 quality mounts that I recommend, again, linked below. Now, another thing that people love to put on their Teslas are different wheel covers. So this is an arachnid style wheel cover. It has actually fooled a lot of people. Some people think it's like, is that a Model S up there? Because of these wheels and how good these wheel covers are. So this is from Test Plus. I think my code saves you 20% there. These are well priced. It's a really good quality. You have like the Tesla logo there to really finish it off. Again, this gives you some protection to the wheel, but then also gives you a unique style, a different style, and covers up the wheel that's underneath. So they have tons of different designs. This is one for the Model 3, and this is an option for the Model Y. Again, one of many. Here's the stock cover here. So as far as taking it off, it's pretty simple. So that pops right off. Disgusting wheel underneath. And this, I've also tested this, if you guys have seen those previous videos, that this cover here matches the efficiency of the stock wheel cover. The one benefit of the stock wheel cover is it is very efficient. Tesla has done extensive testing to make sure you're maximizing efficiency. And I'm currently testing it on the stock Continental tires, so I have a video coming comparing that to all other tires. So that's as simple as that is. It just pops right into place. Again, you have your Tesla logo there, and it just transforms the look of the car while maintaining the efficiency of the vehicle. And then this also here gives you some rim protection for your 19s. So this is an excellent option for wheel covers. Now, if you've owned your Tesla Model 3 or Y for a while now, you're gonna need to replace your tires. And in this video right here, I show you the efficiency of different EV-specific tires. If you wanna see a great Tesla app that shows you all these crazy features within your car, you wanna click this video right here. That is also a great accessory.